Welcome to the Creative Talk podcast with me, Jan Santos. And today we have a very special guest. Let me just say this, guys. Beautiful. Very beautiful. No, I'm a fan. I love the humility because, like, guys, our guest for today is, let me just use the word superstar, successful entrepreneur, but she but
May
she's
ulo ko.
full of that's the goal. I'm putting you up there. No, but guys, joking aside, talagang very special guest. I love the humility, I love the authenticity, and again, very beautiful. The brainchild of 24 Bake Shop, www.24bakeshop.com, and also a content creator with 60,000 plus Instagram followers. Let's all welcome our special guest, AJ Francisco. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Thanks for having me here, though, Jan.
O, di ba?
Thank you.
Ano? Sobrang introduction yun.
With me, I'm the new Miss Universe na, Char.
Well, AJ, I've said this off cam. I'm gonna say it again. I know you're a very busy person running businesses, doing content, but still you are with us here in the show. So thank you so much. It's a blessing to have you.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Oh, we just need to make time for the things that we want to do, right?
Wow, I love that. I love that. So priority tayo, priority.
Yes.
Right. So AJ, I know our listeners and viewers are excited. I am excited to know who or what influenced you to be in this position you are right now, because you are a successful entrepreneur, growing business, running multiple businesses. So give us a backstory of your journey. The floor is yours, my friend.
Okay. So it's not really from the start though. There wasn't anyone who influenced me on what I am today. It was really just a following on what I wanted to do, just going with the flow. I am in not any way connected. I mean, graduated near business school nor culinary. Guys, I'm an engineering graduate. That's like the both ends of the world. It's
It's
totally
magic. It's
different
magic,
world.
guys. Listen, for all the listeners and viewers, engineering graduate, running businesses,
Exactly. And who
and
looks like
doing
this?
baking content, right? The business, guys, is, it's a bake shop. It's a bake shop cafe. So
I know.
wow.
A lot of people kept on asking me, did you study culinary? Did you study pastry? Or did you study like business management? No, I was kind of shy before to tell them that I was an engineering graduate. But over the years, I learned to like really love it because engineering school really did exercise my brain on how to keep things at pace, to keep things going, and also how to manage everything wisely.
But
So
AJ, saan nang galing siya? Saan nang galing yung, that's
the
a
baking
very
part.
yeah. Well, first, the baking part, I because I've read your bio, it's tied with your passion and everything. But
Yes, that's correct.
doing business, it's a bit complicated na, 'di ba? So saan ang galing? How did you end up doing running
The
businesses?
business, the business thing, I didn't really plan on making it into a business, honestly. The baking part was just a hobby while I was doing school. So, as per usual, any baker during college, they would bring out, it's like baon to school, and then you would share it to your friends, right? So my friends would be like, oh, masarap to ah, saan mo nabili? Exactly, those are the exact words they told me. And I was like, gawa ko lang yan sa bahay, bakit masarap ba? And then they said, yeah, masarap. Why won't you start selling these? These are really good. And so it wasn't really me pushing it into a business. It was really my friends who pushed me into making this a business. So that is when I just started to make like a small Facebook page, a small Instagram page. And then I just posted in LaSalle groups, or we do meetups. You know, when Grab Express and Lala Move were still a thing, it was like meetups, right? So we would meet inside school, we would meet inside, I mean, along Taft Avenue, and then it would be literally like here's your cupcakes and here's your payment. It was that system. So it was really kind of funny when you think about it now. But then over time, after probably 2 to 3 years of online selling, while I was still in school, I was able to what do you call this? Save enough money to rent a space in a bazaar, and that bazaar was also inside school. And bazaar rentals are not really that cheap, so it was already a big deal for me. I didn't also expect on how much people would buy, so I just like baked enough, hopefully to sell out for the day. Surprisingly, we were sold out just midday, and I was just really surprised. Like I said, I wasn't really expecting anything to start off with. Like, I didn't expect this to be a business. I also didn't expect this business to boom like that during those days, especially during it was the cupcake era, the baking era, French macarons, cookies. We
There's a
had
lot
all those.
in the
Exactly.
market, right? There's a lot of competition.
Exactly. I didn't think that people would really like what do you call it? It's like papansinin nila yung products ko. But they did, and I was really happy about it. And that went on for a few more years, and then from school bazaars we went into mall bazaars, which was also a different ball game, but it also took me to a surprise. Probably like one of the things that also keeps me happy is because my expectations are really really low. Like, I don't expect the best from me, but as long as I do my best, and
Because
then I
you love what you do and you're having fun.
exactly, that's the point of what I'm doing. The business actually comes second, the passion comes first. And then I read somewhere here, or I heard somewhere on TV, I think, just keep doing what you love, like baking, and then the business will just follow, the money will just follow. So that is what I was doing all these years. I wasn't really expecting that I would sell, for example, 100 cupcakes today, 100 cookies today. No, I was just like, I will bake 100 cupcakes today because I want to bake 100 cupcakes today. That was it. And then it wasn't really a business mindset when you think about it now. It was like a baker's mindset, not a business person mindset. And then from mall bazaars, I took a pause when I started to attend a corporate job, but baking was still on the side, just doing probably a batch a week, a batch in 2 weeks, like that. And then eventually, a few months after, I feel like baking was still trying to pull me back. I'm not sure how you can better explain that, but it was like really calling. It was like a calling.
Yes,
Probably
yes.
to someone else, like that is what they call a calling would be.
Mm, mm.
And then baking was like pulling me back and saying, let's make this work. I think it's time. You're ripe enough to make this into a brick and mortar store here in the Philippines, here in Metro Manila. So it was actually called Tiny Bake Shop before. I forgot to mention. Back then it was Tiny Bake Shop. Called it Tiny Bake Shop because my youngest brother, he was kind of fat and small. So we called him Tiny. And super ironic, but we called him Tiny. But then we rebranded it to 24 Bake Shop in the year of 2019. Because I started the brand when I was 24 years old. So that's the subtle personalization that we have. And then I what do you call this? I tested the concept of freshly baked cookies on the spot in a school bazaar as well. So freshly baked cookies, it's not the typical cookies that I get to bake at home and then bring it in batches in the bazaar. No. I brought tubs of cookie dough. I brought my oven. I brought my all
Sarap
those
naman
kitchen
yan.
set up. So you can literally see and smell
Wow.
cookies baking like just right in front of you. So I would give you a hot and fresh cookie at
Mm,
the palm of your hand. That's it. That was like the concept. That was the selling point. So
wow.
I tested out the waters back in a school bazaar. Again, as per usual, expecting nothing. Didn't really expect anything, but we were also sold out midday. So every single day, we would try to double up our production. I would bring in more cookie dough. That was a 4-day bazaar. So on the second day, I brought twice as much. And we would have this little line of people, like probably 5 to 6 people in line wanting to get a cookie or two. So that was the second day. On the third day, there were like 10, 15 people in line. So I really had to double up production. And then on the fourth day, word was really spreading out in school so fast that people would text me to reserve their cookies already so they can just pick it up at this certain time. It was like, it was chaotic, honestly, from our side. But of course, like any other business person, they would be really happy about the sales, the performance of it. And that's basically how 24 Bake Shop started. And from there,
Wow.
then I started to plan out the
Mm.
physical store. I went in mall leasing offices to inquire.
Mm-hmm.
It was like what do you call this in Tagalog? Parang gumagapang paakyat.
Right, right.
Like crawling yourself up.
Slowly
So I had
climbing up the
yeah.
ladder.
So I went to mall leasing offices to inquire.
Mm.
And then since I was a new brand in the market, I had to do all of these things like presentations,
Oh
like
yeah.
2 to 3 presentations to the administration and
You're
leasing
do
office.
you're presenting
To
like the pitch,
introduce,
right?
yes, like to
Wow.
introduce the brand. What's our target market? What is the
Right,
brand
right.
history?
All
What
of
we do?
those.
Yes, we also did food tasting. I had to tell them what was the plan, the flow of the whole kiosk, everything. It's like introducing yourself to another ball game, which is like a level up in my own words. So fortunately they were able to give me a quaint little space in the heart of BGC, and we opened our first stall at the third floor of Juan Bonifacio High Street Mall, BGC. So after that, yes, that happened in September 2019, and then after that we just started to open up more branches.
Wow. How many
Story.
branches you have so far?
Right now, we have 3 physical branches. We are located in
Whoa.
BGC, Estancia, and Podium. It's still, though, up to this date, I still don't expect anything. Probably, probably that is why, like, I'm still a little bit happy about it. Like, very passionate still with in terms of baking. Like I said, the business comes in second. I mean, as long as I do what I love, my best, the money will just
I love
follow.
that. I love that. Now that you mentioned,
Pretty cool.
power of valuable insights already in your journey, I'm excited, and I know our listeners and viewers are excited to know how to become a successful entrepreneur. Because in this generation, AJ, there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there, or there's a lot who want to start something and change their life. And there's no better person to share valuable
Bruce,
tips than you. Because, listening to your story, that's amazing. That's amazing. It's inspiring already. I'm fueled up. So, my friend, in your journey, in your experience, I'm excited to know, and I know our listeners and viewers are excited to know how to become a successful entrepreneur. The floor is yours, my friend.
it's a secret. Char, joke lang. No.
Finish. Tapos na. We're done. It's a secret. There you go, guys.
Just kidding. But what I always tell people, even my followers on Instagram, they always tell me how to become successful like you, how to become successful with a big shop business, especially that the competition is really high.
Alam mo, AJ, let me just say this commercial. It's a combination, a power pack agad. You're so successful entrepreneur, you have the wits, you have the passion, you're so creative, plus you're so beautiful. I mean, that's a perfect combination.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Diba?
you. There's no effort. See, parang even me, like if you see, like right now, I probably already can you can already tell my character, right? I'm a very happy person in general. My number one rule in becoming like probably on what I am now, I wouldn't really call it successful because it would be really biased to call myself successful. So like to s- to see what I am now, probably number one, keep yourself happy. If baking makes me happy, then I would keep doing that. Baking, like learning more tricks and tips from other chefs, from other bakers. it really gives me joy also to teach those followers, our followers, on these simple hacks. It really gives me joy because when I was a young baker, there was no Instagram. There was not much YouTube or Spotify or Facebook to get tips from. I
That
had no
shows your
one.
age. So
I I had no one, literally. So I wanted to fill in the gap now. Like I could see myself in these young bakers, whether whatever their age is. I wanted to fill in the gap so that if they have like simple questions, for example, what cocoa powder would be best to use, or
right,
would it
right.
what brands of mixers do you
Mm,
recommend? Like I already had a lot of experiences probably in my years. I've already been baking for 10 years now. So with all of that experience, probably I already know what to recommend and not to recommend, right? So I wanted to fill in that gap to to share my knowledge with them. And I think that is one of the reasons why people keep on telling me that I'm successful, because I have the experience and I keep on helping them. Because you wouldn't really be successful if nobody sees you as successful. Parang, did you even get that? Parang, of
yes.
course, as much as possible, I would help people
Mm,
until I can, until whatever way I can. So that is one, as being a, let's say, a baking content creator,
right.
that is really one of my goals. And baking really keeps me happy. And it's my stress and my stress reliever, honestly. And once I think this, I heard this quote from Three Idiots, the movie, like make your passion your profession.
Mm,
Because in engineering school, Three Idiots is it's an engineering movie. In engineering school, they required us to watch that like I think 5 times in my whole stay.
yes, I know
So,
the
so
movie. I know the
high school na,
movie.
right? Yeah. So engineering movie, right? So make your passion your profession, and that
Mm,
really stuck in my mind. So as long as this thing or this activity keeps you happy, and then eventually it does pay the bills, then you can make it into a full profession. So I am until now surprised that it can really pay all of my bills, like realistically. But like happiness level, it's still like level 10, right? So from I know, so I'm very
love that.
lucky, very
Love that.
lucky.
AJ, a follow-up question. Um, of course, it's not always you're on the top, right? There are
Yes,
times that you are experiencing, failure or
yeah,
negativities around you, maybe with your relatives or the people around you. How do
yes,
you deal with those situations? Can you share your experience
yes,
with that?
yes. You know what I always tell these people? Don't mind them, because sayang brain cells. Because if you keep on understanding these people, if you keep, parang pag lagi mo silang pinapansin,
Hmm.
mapagod ka lang.
I love that. I love that. Speak, speak.
Like it's you do you understand? Like if you keep minding these people, do you think anyone minds you? Nobody will mind you. Mind yourself. Sit there and mind your own business.
I
Guys, I'm
love
not
you,
giving a
AJ. I
lecture.
love you so
I'm
much.
not
I love
giving
you
a
so
lecture,
much.
but it's really realistically, I have been like at the bottom. I
Mm,
received a lot of negative comments before, even from
really?
family. Even
Wow.
from family, why do you need to? Why are you gonna open a business? Are you sure it's gonna be a success? Why not just go get a job in the corporate
Oh
world?
yeah.
A lot of people would
Oh.
say that, and then
Mm.
but then the hard-headed me will be like, "No, it's gonna be okay." Right? You just have to really prove to these people that you can, but at the same, don't really mind them that much. Like also for other people, for example, in cookies, they would be like, aren't you scared that this new cookie place opened at the other end of BGC? I would
Yeah.
be like, oh, because they're selling there and I'm selling here.
Yes.
Two
Exactly.
different markets as well.
Right.
Right. So I wouldn't mind this other cookie brand. I would just mind myself. I would do better in selling, but I will not pull the other brand down. That's
Yes.
that's not that's not how this business game works.
Mm.
If you want to go on top, you have to push yourself on top. You can't bring
Ooh.
others down. That is that is the truth, guys.
Wow. Wow, AJ, game
Parang
over.
sampal sa mukha yun sa'yo.
Game over na. Game over na, guys. Knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb. This is so far, huh? So far, the straightforward episode
The
that
most
we have.
straightforward.
Oh,
There's no filter in my life, really.
kasi I think this is the third episode that we
Your whole
started
podcast.
combining Filipino and English. It started like full English for
Uh-huh.
UK, and then we started the Filipino version with OG Diaz, si Mama Ogs, and I think that's gonna be dropping this week. Tama? Yeah. And then you are the third episode that is speaking in Filipino bit pero sobrang straightforward and I like it. I can
It's
feel the
straightforward.
authenticity, I can feel the power. No, it's not negative, AJ. It's the truth. I
It's
love
the
it.
truth talaga. I mean, people see, a lot of people see just the pretty side of running a business. Like they would say na, oh, you are your own boss. You have your own
Yes,
time.
yes. Misconception din yan eh, 'di ba? Everybody wants to be their own
Your
boss.
own boss.
Yeah.
But you don't know. You are also your own employee. They forgot that
Love
part.
that.
They forgot that part. Like if my store needs an extra hand on a Sunday, I have no excuses. I would cancel my family plans. I would cancel my date. Would cancel everything. I would just go to the store. If they need me, I have to be there. It's
Right,
not like that.
right.
You are also your own employee. You are your own boss. Yes, you are very. Sometimes I am very fortunate that I can handle my own time, but there are also days that you also can't handle your own time.
Yes, yes.
It's it's really it's reality of running
Wow.
an SME here in the
Thank
Philippines.
you. Thank you, AJ. That is an awakening for everyone. And also, it's a fuel for us to persevere and push forward. Guys,
Yes,
I'm excited and it is amazing. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, AJ, for sharing your story. Thank you for giving us knowledge bomb after knowledge
of
bomb. Again,
course.
straightforward in your face. Kaboom.
Boom, ganun talaga.
Pero we are not done yet. We are not done yet. Okay? We started off with your story, understanding your tips, your values. Now we are going to play a game. This is the part where we play a game. We call it
Kinakabahan na ako.
we call it the creative fast talk. It's a tradition here in the show. How we play it is I'm going to be asking you questions and you are not allowed to spend much time thinking what the right answer would be. Okay? First word that comes into your
Okay.
mind, boom, shoot. Game?
Okay. Game.
Wag kang mag-alala.
Let's sketch.
It's good, clean fun. Okay, let's do this. Question number 1, very easy. Sun or snow?
Sun.
Oh, you love the sun, right?
That's what we have last.
Ayaw mo ng malamig, ayaw mo ng malamig.
Minsan lang. Isa pa yan. What you just have to be contented with what you have, and we always have the
Exactly.
sun here in the Philippines.
Tama, tama. I
Oh,
love
it's
you
every
talaga. I
question.
love you, AJ. Galing, galing, galing. All right, next. Structured or chaotic?
Oh, structured.
Yeah, because running a business, you need to be in proper
Yes, I'm
order
also
all the
very much
time.
planner talaga.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Next, AJ, if you were an animal, what animal would you be and why?
Oh my gosh, probably a butterfly. Because it's cute lang, ganun lang. It's the first animal that came into my mind though.
So, alam mo ba ang lifespan ng butterfly? I think
7
it's
days.
okay, okay. But
I
yeah,
remember.
okay. Why not? Why not? Next, AJ,
7
popcorn and movies or dinner and dancing?
dinner and dancing.
Wow, really? You're into dinner and
Yes.
dancing. That's romantic vibe, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow.
Grabe
Okay, so
mga movie nights.
boyfriend, partner, take notes. Okay, take notes.
Yes, no, I plan the dates. Eh.
Structured kasi
all,
structured.
all he needs to do is just show up.
I thought you're gonna say all he needs to do is pay the bill.
Show
Pay
up
the
and pay. That's it.
Right. All right, next. AJ, are you a passenger or driver?
Passenger.
Wow. Okay. Next, the mountains or the beaches?
Beaches.
Oh, yes, yes. Especially in the Philippines, right?
Yes, we're
Mm,
very fortunate enough to have lots of beaches here in the Philippines.
yeah. All right, AJ, what are you afraid of?
Cats!
Really, cats? Why?
Yes! Oh my gosh, malalaman na to ng buong mundo!
Mind
Shucks!
you,
I always,
we are being streamed in 29 countries worldwide.
oh my gosh! Everyone's gonna know now. I always keep it from people
O
so that they won't scare me.
anong
Like,
storya behind? What's the story behind you being afraid of cats?
I just don't like their tails, like, sweeping up my leg or
That's their sign of, they want attention, right?
ah,
What
but
you kikis-kiss
it
sila
kind of
dyan
creeps me
sa'yo.
out. Kind of creeps me out talaga. And then but like even when I was younger talaga, I was always scared na talaga of cats. Like there was also one time, chika ko lang,
Mm.
in our garage, I had to pick up something. It was nighttime na. So I went down in our garage, opened the lights, and then a cat just ran like towards me, and then I felt it on my leg, and then I was crying as in hagulgol artista
Grabe.
level in the garage. And then my dad like ran out of the house, and then what happened? Ano nangyari? Daddy! What's that, Daddy? And then he didn't know if he wanted to laugh or like comfort me, but like it's
Grabe. Okay.
like super
Now I
it's super.
know what to give you this Christmas.
Oh my god. It's
Because
like,
we're
it's
planning
like
to give something for all the guests on the show. So now I know.
my gosh, it's really it really scares me. So I have no intention though of killing them or anything. I just want to
Grabe.
be like far away from them. Yun
Mind
lang.
their own business and you're going to be
Yes.
focusing on yours, right?
Yes. Yes. Far away from them. Okay lang ako nandyan sila. Basta dyan lang sila.
Grabe.
Ganon.
Tawa ako ng tawa sa'yo. Grabe, I love you, AJ. Teka lang, nawala na ako. Next, what is the weirdest food you've tried so far? So far, the
Oh
weirdest
my,
food ever.
weirdest food.
Hmm. Na na-try
I
mo.
can't Weirdest food. I can't think of a very weird food that I've tried. Parang I eat anything kasi.
Okay. Okay. Sige, skip
I would
natin
really try
yan.
it. I would
Oh,
really try it until kung ayaw ko, ayaw ko. Kung
right,
gusto ko.
right. O, ito, next.
Mhm.
What is
Sobrang
always...
intrigued ko. I would think about that
Sige,
later.
sige, sige.
Weirdest
What
thing.
is always inside your bag when you were a little girl?
A comb.
Wow, Kikay.
Yeah. Like a small comb lang. You know the
Right.
Hello Kitty combs that my mom got for me. Yun lang.
Wow.
Kasi we
Wow.
don't have cellphones, we don't have like lipstick. What would you put in your bag, di ba? We don't
All
have
right.
wallet, nothing.
All right. This last question can be something serious depending on how you take it. All right.
Okay.
If you have the power to bring back someone back from the dead, who would it be and why? Anybody.
It's
It doesn't need to be
it's my
relative.
guama.
Sorry?
It's my guama. My
What's Guama?
guama is your grandmother from your mother's side. So in Chinese, we
Oh,
call that guama.
okay.
If it's from your father's side, it's ama. If it's your mother's side, it's my guama. So my
Oh.
guama passed away 2018 of
Hmm.
December. Probably if she's here now, she would be really, really happy that we have a physical store. She sponsored
Wow.
a lot of my appliances.
Wow.
And
Wow.
she would buy for example, I bake extras. She would buy all of it.
Wow. Well,
She would buy all
AJ, I'm
of it.
sure she loves you so much and she is so proud of you.
I know. I have a picture of her like here in my table.
Sige.
Here.
Wow.
Like here. She's always here lang. Kasi every time I
Wow.
think about the business, it's like I always think about her. Parang she really helped me as well. She really
Mm.
supported me, even though it's like a cliche
Mm.
activity. It's like baking. She doesn't know anything about baking. She would just like support me. Oh, sabi niya, oh, ilan hindi mo nabenta.
Bilin na.
Guamo,
Grabe.
Ikaw na benta 1 dozen. O sige, feeling ko na.
Ang galing, galing naman ni Lola. Ang galing ni Lola.
So I'm sure she would be really happy
She is. She is.
to see
She
it
is.
come
She
to
is
life.
so proud of you. She loves you so
Yes,
much, and she's so happy.
yes, yes,
Wow.
yes.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure.
Thank you,
I'm
AJ.
sure.
Sharing your story, giving us tips, having fun with us in the show. Thank you so much. I know you have a lot of events, promotion, social media, anything about your business. Feel free to promote. The floor is yours.
Okay, guys. To all of our friends here in the Philippines, you can always visit 24 Bakeshop. We are located at 1 Bonifacio High Street Mall in BGC at 3rd floor. We are also at the 4th floor of Estancia Mall East Wing at Ortiga Cinemas. So if you're gonna watch a movie, please go there and have a cookie. And then our third branch is located at level 5 at the podium in Mandaluyong City. We also have bazaar stalls every now and then. Right now, we are at Designer Blooms at the Christmas Village at Rockwell. We're also going to be at Uptown Bonifacio and sometimes at C1 Park in Bonifacio High Street Mall. And what else? You can also visit our other dessert concept stores, Seven Tarts. So we do a freshly baked Portuguese style egg tarts on the spot. We are located at the lower ground floor at SM Mega Mall Building B, right outside the SM store and across John Lemon. So what else, Floyd?
Wow. Nagugutom na
That's
ako.
desserts are life. Makes your
Wow.
life
Thank
sweet.
you. Thank you, AJ. Always remember, guys, have a positive outlook in life, smile, and God bless you. Thank you, AJ.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.